Most people don't fail because they are weak. They fail because they quit too early. They start strong. That is day one, they're highly motivated. Day seven, they get distracted. And day 21, they're back to their old habits that keep them in the failure. Then they say, maybe I'm not capable. Okay. But the truth is simple, that is, you don't lack talent, you lack consistency and commitment. That is the why, with a lot of research from a lot of years, I have built the system. The system name is 100 Committed Days Framework. Not as a motivation, not as a temporary challenge, but as a structured system, a very structured system to rebuild your confidence and your identity. Okay, a transformation doesn't happen in the hype, in the moment, but it happens in repetition, in a quiet, daily, and unseen. Let me tell you with a story. Imagine a person who decides that for next 100 days, life will not be random anymore. No more waking up in confusion. No more reacting to the mobile notifications, desktop notifications, and no more drifting around unnecessary. Okay? Every morning, what he does for next 100 days, every morning before the word can enter his mind, he sets it himself. He wakes up early, not to rush, but to gain control of the day and himself. In that quiet space, he writes his affirmation, okay, the same motivational positive words repeatedly, not because they are magical, but because repetition shapes identity. And that's true. In those few minutes, he reminds himself who he is becoming and what he wants to achieve. He chooses his focus before social media, his Gmail, email notification, news, or other people. They choose it for him. Okay. Then the day begins, but instead of being busy, he becomes very intentional about his goals, about his identity. He picks one meaningful goal and give it 2 to 3 hours of uninterrupted deep work. No multitasking, no switching the tabs, okay, and no checking messages every minute. Just focus the hours for next 3 to 4 hours in a deep state. This is where his future is built, not in the dreams, but in the very disciplined and dedicated hours. As the day slows down, he doesn't escape into distraction. In the evening, he does the most important thing to resets his mind. He resets, he sits quietly and reflects what went well, where did he lose focus, what emotions showed up during his deep work. Instead of blaming the world, he observes himself. If something went wrong, he adjusts his direction for tomorrow. This is how the self-reflection works when we ponder on ourselves. And during the night, and at the night, before sleeping, before he goes to the bed or he or she goes to the bed, he tracks his discipline not perfectly, but very honestly being himself. Did he like ask the questions? Did I wake up early? Did I did the deep work? Did I reflected over the day? Each tick on his sheet is a promise kept. Each missed tick is a feedback, not the failure. Okay. He repeats this rhythm for next 100 days, 100. Okay. Every morning, control the mind, and during the day, build the future, and during the evening, correct the path, reflect yourself, and at the night, keep your words. Okay. Nothing dramatic, nothing extreme, just one clear repeated system that is 100 committed days. And somewhere between day one and the day 100, something going to change. He or she stops chasing motivation. He stops negotiating with excuses. He starts trusting himself, his personality, his identity. That's the framework. Simple rhythm that is repeated long enough to become your identity. And now you may ask me the question, why just 100 days? I have a very clear answer for that based on research. Because 7 days builds excitement, 30 days builds the habit, but 100 days builds your identity, which takes you from the lifetime. Okay, about 60 days habit starts forming. The remaining days solidifies who you are becoming. That's when consistency stops feeling forced, bored, and starts feeling very natural, very natural. Okay, your brain, maybe in the process, your brain will resist you. It will ask you to skip, to delay, to negotiate with you to get into the comfort. But every time you show up, you build your self trust, and once the trust, you start trusting yourself, you stop depending on motivation, external motivation. You operate from the identity that is from your within, your internal motivation. I can say in one word, that is the internal inspiration. The, the, the 100 committed days framework will not change your life. You will. It not change your life, but you will. Okay? But it will give you structure, it will give you rhythm, the right rhythm, it will give you proof, the proof that you can stay consistent, proof that you can finish what you have started. Okay? And proof that discipline is trainable, it is achievable with the consistency. By the day 100, you won't just have progress, you will have evidence. You will have evidence of the focus, evidence of resilience, which is the most important quality of the successful people, and evidence of the commitment. You are not just starting under goal, you are installing a new operating system in your life, in your soul, in your body. For next 100 days, you don't chase success, you build the version of you that success follows. So it's an invitation for everyone. Start today, the 100 committed days, and see the huge change in your identity. Thank you.